Hello everyone, and today we're going to explore another palace in St. Petersburg, which is Peterhof Palace. This is the summer palace for Peter the Great, and while the Hermitage Museum is the winter palace, this one will be very interesting to see how the summer palace would look like during winter. And you can get to Peterhof Palace very easily from Avtovos station, which is on Metro line number 1, which is a beautiful station in St. Petersburg, and from there are loads of buses that you can take to Peterhof Palace. I kind of understand why this is called a summer palace. It's not even that cold in temperature today, but the wind here at the Baltic Sea behind me just makes it feel very cold. And Peter the Great built this palace especially here because it's close to the Baltic Sea, so when he moved from the winter palace to the summer palace, he could arrive here by boat into the palace. And you are able to do that as well, but only in summer, because currently the sea is even frozen here. Explain a couple of things there. Unfortunately, first of all, I lost the footage of my clips in Peterhof Palace. The last closing clip where I was explaining about my experience in Peterhof Palace and what we did inside is lost. So that's why I will do it here, back home in London. The temperature at the moment is as cold as in Russia, so I have at least the same feeling as in Russia. But the plan was to get into a cafe in Peterhof Palace, but unfortunately during winter there is no cafe inside Peterhof Palace. There's nowhere to get your drinks or to get any lunch. I don't know if this is any different during summer, but at least during winter time you're not able to get any food inside. Secondly, when we went inside, we decided to visit the main palace and also the jewelry section, which is in a separate building in the palace. There are 3 places that you can visit in the palace grounds, so there's a third one, which is the church that we didn't visit, and there are different tickets for different ticket prices, and this is the price we paid for our ticket, and that means entrance to the main palace and also to the jewelry section. For the jewelry section, I don't know, it's very small, I wouldn't recommend it, you could skip it. I would just visit the main palace, and when you're there I have to say sorry for the shaky footage, because you're not allowed to take any gimbals inside. And also our experience here compared to the winter palace and also the Catherine's house, the experience is completely different. People here are very rushed, and when I'm saying this, I'm talking about the ladies who are overseeing the rooms. They just want to get you out as quickly as possible. Well, there's no one there. That's the good thing about winter when you're there. It's not as busy as during summer. So our experience at Peterhof Palace isn't that great, unfortunately, mainly because of those ladies. Secondly, it's also overpriced. So this is the most expensive palace that we visited in St. Petersburg, and it's not really worth it. This is also the place where we spent the least time inside. So I would recommend you to visit at least the Hermitage Museum. That's a must. Winter Palace is a must. But also, if you want to visit Catherine's house or Peterhof Palace, I will recommend you to visit at least Catherine's house during winter time. And summertime, I can't really speak about those. I've heard horrible stories about how busy it could be, but at least Peterhof Palace has beautiful fountains. But yeah, those are not working during winter, so that's something to keep in mind. For the rest of our trip, I'm going to show you how you can take an overnight train from St. Petersburg to Moscow, and then we're going to explore Moscow also during New Year's Eve, so that will be a very exciting thing. And as always, this time, really try hard to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this type of video, and I hope to see you in the next video.